Hi guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I want to talk about a little endeavor me and a couple of my buddies are going to start out doing. The endeavor is we're going to start a podcast. We're thinking about starting on Thursday night, but we're kind of open to when we're going to do it. What suggestions would y'all like to have? Would you rather have the podcast right before the weekend so you can download it, or your iPods or whatever? Would you rather have it on the weekdays so you can listen to it during school or something of that nature? But there is a little problem we're running into, and the problem with that would lead us around to funds. An account costs money. It's a yearly fee for a podcast, so this is where you guys come in. We're hoping that you could donate $1 or $2 to our podcast fund, and what we're thinking about doing in return is the person who donates the most money will be our first guest on the podcast. You think? Could you add anything to that, Kyle?
Oh yeah, I'm here by the way. This is FPS Kyle. I'm kind of sitting here in the background like a lurker, just listening to Wings. Yeah, I've been listening to the other podcasts out there, the Gentleman's Choice and what's Hutch's? I just lost my mind. What's
Host Migration?
Host Migration. I've been listening to those, and I really enjoy those. But they kind of focus on mostly video games and gameplay and the community and stuff like that. And I think what the direction we were thinking about going with this is almost running it like a radio show. Talking about just pop culture, entertainment, movies, stuff like that. And yeah, if you guys would be willing to help us out, we'd really appreciate it. And I think it'd be a really cool thing, especially if you're like an up-and-coming YouTuber or something, to get on here and, talk for... And that's the beauty of a podcast. With YouTube, we've got a maximum of 11 minutes that we can do. With a podcast, we can go and go and go, right? Is there a limit on the podcast?
No, there's not.
So, we could talk for 3 hours, and sometimes we do. So it'd give you an opportunity to get your name out there to several thousand people. Wings has well over 50,000 subscribers, and I've got a little over 20, and I know a couple other guys who are, in that somewhere in between the two of us that I'm sure would be willing to participate. So if you guys are interested in that, I think it'd be a great opportunity.
There was one other thing in my mind completely went blank there.
I don't know.
Shit.
This will also happen during the podcast. We'll completely have a brain fart and not know what the hell we're talking about.
Now I'm actually fucking bothered that I'm having a brain fart, and now I can't even remember why I'm trying to remember because I'm worried about the brain fart. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm fucking talking gibberish.
We were going to talk about the movie. Was that it?
Yeah, we're going to talk about a movie. There was something else I wanted to put up there on the thing. Oh, I remember now. I was going to name it Painkiller already.
Nice.
That'd be a nice name for a podcast, don't you think?
I think so. That's pretty suiting, pretty fitting. Who do you think would get in here with us? In the future, once we get the thing running and up and running, we want to do a little name dropping.
I know Junkyard wants to do it.
All right, man. I love Junkyard. Me and him are like best friends for life. It's gonna be cool.
And I think Dr. Disrespect wants to do it too.
Yeah, let me just, since you mentioned him, I got to talk about the doctor. My sister watches, she's aware that I have a YouTube. She couldn't give a shit less, okay? And she's aware of most of the other YouTubers and that they do commentaries, and she just thinks it's stupid. I showed her Dr. Disrespect shit the other night, and she wants to marry the guy. She's all over that shit. She's like, every time I see her, she's like, it will be absolute bloodshed. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She is in love with the Dr. Disrespect, and yeah, I'd really look forward to doing that.
I don't know. For a guy who's only got 2,000 or so subscribers, I base a lot of my channel decisions around the doctor.
I don't know why he's got so few subscribers. I thought it's like 2,000 or 3,000, and I'm thinking to myself, like, this dude should have 100,000 subscribers because he's got some of the funniest, most creative shit on YouTube. Yeah. And I was talking to another YouTube guy the other day, and I'm not going to mention it, but like, he was like, I hate him, and I'm like, why? And the issue was he didn't realize that it's a show. It's all about entertainment. He's not really some 35-year-old guy who's like insane and out of his gourd. He's a guy just like us, a younger guy who's like come up with this awesome alter ego and this really creative, funny character. And when you realize that, you realize the genius behind the whole thing and how funny it is.
Oh man, you got to mention the Milwaukee Best mustache.
Oh my God, that mustache is pimp. I've been trying to grow one just like it. I can't pull it off. I can't grow that out. I don't know. I've been grooming mine. It just won't do it. That thing is awesome. He looks like a fucking like South American dictator with that shit. It's badass.
I would go so far as a South American dictator to a South drunk.
Yeah, like I could easily see him in a trailer park, like just kicking back the Milwaukee's Best, like you said. Like that's a badass mustache, man. That rivals Hutch's little facial hair I saw him with the other day. That's some nice stuff.
You know, speaking of Hutch and mustaches, I always hated Sergeant Dokes' fucking mustache.
Who's that?
The black guy.
From what?
From Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
Because, Hutch looks like Dexter. At least I think so.
I think Hutch looks like Ben Stiller. I keep saying
he looks dodgeball now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think he looks like Ben Stiller. I think he may have mentioned that before that he had gotten that in the past. But yeah, he does look a bit like Dexter as well. He's got a pretty interesting look. And when I saw him with that facial hair the other day, I was like, that should be on TV. I should have to pay to watch this. I was laughing my ass off at that. That was some funny shit. And like Sark's playing it up so well. Sark's like staring at the beard like it's, I don't know, like it's the Holy Grail.
I wonder if Sark can grow a beard. He looks kind of baby-faced.
Sark doesn't need a beard. Sark's got the ears, man. He does not need facial hair.
I'm just waiting. It doesn't even look like he could grow it, though.
It'd probably be patchy. It'd be like a Keanu Reeves style beard. You ever see his facial hair? It looks like he got a dose of radiation or something.
I know my brother. He can't grow a beard worth of shit. I mean, he'd be shaving it off and like a little patch here, little patch there. I mean,
he doesn't even have to put he doesn't even have to put shaving cream everywhere. He just like puts it on the patches.
No. Yeah, you're right. It's just like, shh. I mean, it doesn't grow. It just doesn't grow. He's incapable of growing facial hair. It takes him like 3 months to grow like a soul patch.
I want to get to this movie before we run out of time. We got to be getting up against the wire.
Yeah, we're about 2 minutes now left.
All right, well, I'll quickly give you guys the rundown, and then I'll get your feelings on the movie because we talked about it a bit. All right, this movie's called The Expendables. And it is without a doubt, it has more action stars, more badasses than any movie ever conceived by man. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture, Steve Austin, Terry Crews, and Bruce fucking Willis. Not to mention, they got Brittany Murphy in there as well from the grave to play a part, apparently.
And Mickey Rourke. You forgot Mickey Rourke.
And Mickey Rourke. I almost left Mickey off the list. Mickey Rourke as well. All right, now, let your brains process that for a second. That's the greatest movie of all time. I don't even care if they got a script. They can do it. They can ad-lib the whole movie.
I'm sitting there looking at the poster right now. It's got like a fucking angel wings of M16s and bayonets.
Yeah, exactly. It's got like that. It's got a skull. And it's got these wings on it, and the wings are made up of like a ridiculous arsenal of weapons.
You got some 50 caliber assault rifles.
Yeah, like light machine guns and stuff. It looks like a saw or something at the top. I can't really see on my picture, but it's going to be a fucking badass movie. And the fact that they got Brittany Murphy to come out of retirement for the movie is really impressive. I don't know who's directing.
Coming out of retirement.
I don't know who's directing this film, but they must have some sway with God because they got her back into the, to play this part.
That's cool. I wish they would have put a budget on the IMD page.
Oh, the budget's got to be insane, right? Because, I mean...
Somebody put a second mortgage on Trump Tower.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of these guys who are like 8 to 10 million a picture guys. That's going to be a ridiculous
apparently,
movie.
Sylvester Stallone's character's named Barney the Schizo Ross. Why does he have a nickname?
I don't know. The real question is, why does he have a nickname in the credits? It doesn't really make any sense. It's even if they do a bad job with the writing, and they may very well do so, and it may be a goofy ass movie. It's going to be worth it just to see this caliber of like action stars palling around with each other and like trying to one up each other with the one-liners and stuff.
We got about 30 seconds. I'm just happy to see Dolph Lundgren in a starring role again.
Oh God, fuck Dolph Lundgren.
He-Man and the man.
It's been all downhill for him since He-Man and the Master of the Universe or whatever.
Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe. I'm sorry, with that midget playing that fucked up xylophone or whatever the hell he had.
All right, guys, but my PayPal be in the sidebar if you want to donate. Remember, the top guy gets an honorary spot to be on the first podcast. I guess we'll leave it off at that.
All right.
I thought we did a pretty good job there. Kind of got sidetracked with the. What did we get sidetracked on?
Oh,
Beards.